Handy, if I'm not correct, wins winners finals and ends up going along to play Ricky again in grand finals. At which point Ricky actually resets the bracket, and then almost he actually goes 5 rounds in a row, and almost finishes it with a 6-0 perfect in the at the end of the tournament. So curious to see if either of these guys have sat back, thought of some different tech to kind of like see if they can replay each other. But from what I hear, they play each other pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
So on stream next, what I'm going to have is, after this best set 3 of 5, what we're going to do is we're going to prepare for the Deemer Fox Uchiha that'll come up on stream. And then, Cherry, you'll be able to play Johnny is Silent in Tourney Chat number 1. So I'll have you commentate winners finals, this best 3 out of 5. And then you'll continue to play your match through there and then come back for commentary after that. As you guys can see, Rob and Forsaken Santiago right now waiting in losers round number 4. And we'll keep the rest of it going. Let's check back and see where the guys are at. Well, Ricky left, so that's where we're at. Let's start with that. Ricky said, "Let me get a hard restart on this." He'll probably be popping back in. Do you watch these guys outside of this particular tournament? Have you seen them play outside of this tournament?
Actually, yes. So personally, I actually watched them last Saturday. I was hosting my Yay Yay online tournament, and
oh, nice.
It's a tournament. I just started doing it. I stream it on Twitch, and so these two were actually Santiago and Chompy were actually the 2 grand finalists.
Okay, nice.
And so I got to watch a lot, and they also played in the winners finals as well. Both times Chompy won, however, and I know like the matchup of Ridley or Pitt versus either Pitt or Villager, depending on how they like play, because both of them have a Pitt. It's very rough, and so every time though, every match is very exciting to watch, and they're also like always like stock for stock, like same damage almost. It's very close, and I think we'll kind of get to see the same thing from Handyman and Chompy, depending on who they play and everything. Like King K. Rool, he's a big guy. We've seen this matchup a lot. Pitt, however, we're gonna be able to see him. Oh my goodness. And that's an early SD from Ricky. However, we've seen him in this type of situation before, and we'll kind of get to see if he's able to kind of carry the damage that he kind of had last stock going into this stock and try to get that early kill. Because otherwise, like we saw with Santiago, it's going to be a rough ride. But yeah, here comes the projectiles coming out for Handyman. And the reason we're seeing this now is because, here's the thing, like Chompy, he's already at 90%, and we're already seeing Handyman kind of switch to that passive play, just because he can, really. Like, he's already got like 100% on Chompy, and King K. Rool is special with his projectiles in the sense that, similar to like a Samus charge shot or something like that, the moves will kill, like even at just like 100%, like without any other effort needed, really. Like if Ricky gets hit by this like cannonball that Handyman keeps throwing out, he will probably lose his stock to it. And that's kind of interesting because it's like you have to worry about so much, and then on top of like worrying about like getting grabbed or getting like hit by a physical move, you have to worry about these projectiles as well. And Pitt, like because he has trouble killing, like you're gonna see against a heavy character like King K. Rool, it's gonna be extremely rough for Pitt to try and get kills in this matchup.
Kuzi was asking that he remarked that we have a certain level of luck that he's not in the tournament. Come through next week. We have these weekly. Love to test that skill out. So yeah, we'll be tossing up challenges. You guys can see the way to enter into the bracket next week.
Yeah, that'd be cool. More people, the better. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Like that's death. And like King K. Rool, and this is kind of the crazy thing about that matchup. And I wonder I wonder if it may have been the projectiles that scared Ricky into picking Pit instead of Ridley. Because I personally think Ridley in this matchup does a bit better.
Okay.
Especially because King K. Rool, like his recovery is up B. It's pretty like easy to follow. Like it's just him going up and then kind of falling back down. And with Ridley, he has so many aerial moves that would definitely like just knock him out of the park.
Got it.
Whereas he is staying Pit though. Like I'm kind of surprised. And on top of that, Ricky is so smart, like when it comes to like reading and punishing. And by that I mean like Ricky, he'll literally back up and know that like you're going to run into him, and that's why he'll back up and then just hit you with a smash attack, just because he knows that you're going to run into it.
Yeah.
And with Ridley, he can do that pretty easily because his F smash is very safe to just kind of throw out willy-nilly. Whereas like Pit, his F smash is a bit slower since it's a multi-hit one. And he's probably going to get grabbed more by King K. Rool or hit by a projectile once a couple times or so. Or like that, he gets sucked into the gun. Like, whereas in other situations, Ridley might have survived or gotten out of it.
That's a good point. Yeah, and Ridley obviously a little bit heavier and all of those types of things as well.
Yeah. So we'll kind of see. Like, however, similar to like other matches where Ricky was down, like he definitely is making a different showing. In the sense, like, he's already gotten 100% down on Handyman, and he's only been given 36 himself, so he's in the driver's seat, I think, for at least the start of this match. Oh, and that's the double reflect. You don't get to see that too often. It was pretty interesting to see it, because Ricky used his down B, his reflector, to shoot the cannonball back, and then Handyman used his own reflector to send it back, and then Ricky did the same thing again and was able to like react to it because of how fast the cannonball is. It's pretty hard. And on that third reflect, it's very hard to like do again. And Handyman just kind of got hit by it. Although I think if Ricky wants to try and keep this lead, he's going to need to get some more percent on. Because 11% really won't cut it in terms of trying to keep this lead, you know?
No, yeah, I was going to say he's definitely got to try to we're not able to make the best out of that one. Last week, funny enough, we had a double reflect from those guys on the, I believe it was the cannonball, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Yeah, like, the double reflects are fun to watch. Like, because sometimes people are they somehow have the reaction time to keep it going. And then it just becomes this terrible mess of like a really fast, high damage move. Especially because whenever something is reflected, the damage, I believe, is increased by 2 times. So however much damage that cannonball did at 1%, it now does at least like 10%.
It does 10%, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. And I would not... Oh, that's, I think, an SD on by Hitman. That's unfortunate.
Looked like he had blown his jump. He got hit by something, then blew his jump.
Yeah.
The arrow hit him in the air.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of smart. And I guess that might be what Ricky's holding out on.
Oh,
look at that. Look at that.
Oh, we definitely have to get a replay on that one.
That was a great edge guard. He knew right there with that multi-jab. He throws him off stage, and then he gimped him with that arrow again. And that would, I think he might have been looking for last time, was just trying to get him with that arrow and cause him to lose the stock, because that was a crazy comeback on Ricky's part.
Yeah, my bad on the name. I think it's hilarious. I always destroy people's name. At any rate, on Challenge, I play games.challenge.com. You guys will see all of our tournament listings as they come up. You guys are more than welcome. We are going to have, I'm show you guys the title again. We're going to have a Smash It Doesn't Matter part number 6 next week. You guys will be welcome to sign up for that. Let's hop back into the match.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see because I kind of think that situation that happened at the last of the previous match, that kind of was like a one and done. I don't know if Handyman will let that slide again. However, if he does, then this set will probably be over quicker than we anticipate. Because Ricky, like, being able to hit those arrow shots with Pit is kind of hard. Like, the arrows do have some flexibility. Like, they do move in 180-degree angles. Like, you're able to move it that much. But the thing is that Like, it's still really hard to do. Like, I'm terrible at it. I'll never, like, be able to hit those arrows off stage and, like, maneuver them very well. Whereas we're kind of seeing Ricky, again, he's getting that percent lead early on. However, we're going to need him to try and keep that if he's going to stay in this. And it's getting closer, so I wonder, like, if the adaptation from Handyman is starting to come out into play. Whether that means throwing out some more projectiles or whatever it may be. I think Handyman's kind of adapting and showing that, oh, never mind, as I say that, the stock gets taken. But, like, another thing is, we saw last time, Ricky didn't get too much percent once he got the stock. Oh.
With the foot stomp, dictator stomp on ledge grab.
That was, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like I just said, like, he's not going to deal lots of damage the way Handyman plays. And yeah, he dealt 3% on the stock before it was taken. And now it's same stock situation. I'd say it's pretty much tied, despite the damage gap. Because you'll see, like, look, it's already 40, 50, yeah, it's tied already.
Yep.
Like, by the time I'm finishing my sentence. And like that.
He's up by 30% now.
Yeah. And possibly even a stock. Although, I don't know.
You've got to watch Ricky. Anytime Ricky gets on the ledge, you've got to watch him.
Yeah, because he is literally scouting for you. He really wants you to go low when he stays at ledge like that and you're off stage. He is literally waiting for you to just recover like you always do. Like, let's say Handyman just always goes for that up B.
Yeah.
Like, he's been doing it, like, in a lot of the sets. And unfortunately, he was not able to get that conversion, like, the few times Handyman did do it. And I wonder now, Handyman's going to be able to get that extra credit. However, no extra credit was given. No extra percent for him.
Just as a quick reminder to the people at home, we've got 2 more wins left in this set, but Deemer and Fox Uchiha, or Teasy, Fox's the brother of the Uchiha gang. You guys will be coming on next. You guys will be able to join the lobby. After this set, we'll be pretty close to the end, so you guys start grabbing that info. Get ready to come over.
But yeah, like, this is very close, and even with the percent deficit on Handyman now, like, we'll kind of see if Handyman's able to use his weight to kind of survive what Ricky's thrown out. But I don't know. We're getting close to the end of this one, I think.
Ooh.
Yep. That's
Ooh, and Ricky going up 2-1 at this point just made things pretty interesting.
Yeah, it does. We'll see. I have a feeling that this is gonna go back and forth till the last game. Like, I think we might see 5 games.
So, no, definitely the funny thing about this group and this matchup right here is that they went down to the wire 2 weeks ago, very similarly like this. And I want to say this was the matchup they ended up with right there. The ending matchup was definitely Ricky playing as what's the face, and Handy always is with Captain or King K. Rool. I'm a bigger fan of Donkey Kong Country too, so I remember Captain K. Rool a little bit more. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy flips it on this one and we end up going the other way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Andy, especially, like, he's just that type of player. But yeah, getting into this one, like, talk about a couple players who just go all the way. Like, both these players, like, you'll see them in any match that they play. Like, they'll pull out all the stops. They're so high skill level, like, and you're gonna see lots of like, interesting adaptations come out too. And that's kind of what, like, that's kind of the the base, I'd say, of a top player or a high level player even, is that they have lots of pocket stuff. They have lots of tricks in their, like, sleeves. They aren't gonna have a one trick wonder. They're gonna have lots of adaptation skills. They're gonna have lots of mental, like, strength. They're not gonna get worried if they're down a stock or two or something like that, or if they don't have the percent lead. They're gonna be patient, like what's happening now, Like Ricky is waiting for Handyman to approach in a lot of these situations, just because he has the percent lead, and like he can do that. And we'll kind of see it go both ways. Like if Handyman is in front, we'll probably see him get more passive.
Oh,
and like that. That's a stock.
Yep.
That's interesting. So, the one cool thing, I guess, to mention, another fun fact that I like to kind of throw out is that, so right now Ricky is playing Pit, like just regular Pit. However, Dark Pit, who is like the Echo Fighter, or just like the kind of copy character to regular Pit, they actually do have differences in that Dark Pit's side B, which is the move Ricky just used to get that kill, it'll, instead of sending him straight upwards, it'll send him backwards.
Gotcha.
And I think that might be why Ricky is kind of choosing this Pit over that, is because while heavies, like, it is hard to kill them, if you have a set percent to kill somebody off the top, like you will with that move, because this normal Pit always will send upwards with that side B, it becomes very, like, simple to understand when that move will kill, you know what I mean?
Right,
and
right.
then Ricky has a confirmed kill if he is able to hit the move. So I think it's smart on his part.
Ricky, of course, going off ledge. Oh, and even though he doesn't get him to pay the traditional way, he actually ends up having him just miss the ledge on that.
Yes.
Andy, I think, took a little bit of stomach damage on that one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But what I'm sure on, though, is that the damage from Ricky is actually crazy right now. He's already dealt 40%, and we're seeing right now, like, a kind of shift from gears coming out from Ricky. And I will say this, like, Ricky has, like, those types of moments where he'll kind of get a burst of, like, not energy, but he'll get a burst of damage, like in combos or whatever. And you'll kind of see him do that and save it for, like, late game situations like this, where it's like the fourth game now in the set, and Ricky's now up 2 games, and all he has to do is, like, take 1 stock off of Handyman, and he won. Like, that's it, you know? And so we're kind of gonna see, especially now, like, Ricky's just gotta wind up the damage and take the stock. So he's gotta be a little bit more risky in what he does, seeing as though he has 2
Very
to
true,
kind
very
of
true.
throw around.
Planning to reflect that from all the way out there.
That was fun. Oh, and that probably will be it. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it got pretty cheeky right there, going up 3-0. Let's just catch a quick replay of that if we can. Once again, coming out really far to block that. And then I'm not sure exactly what the... Oh, he tried to dodge really quickly. It looks like Ricky must have baited something out on that and had him miscuing on the dodge. At any rate, that puts Ricky up right now. Ricky wins winners finals, and he goes up. He wins that set 3-1.